Hello everyone, Bart Jungens here, back again with another video on HPE Morpheus VM Essentials. Well, this video is actually replacing a video that I created before a few months ago about the VM Essentials Manager installation. Why? Well, with the announcement of version 9 at HPE Discover in Vegas in June 26, well, HP decided to upgrade the installation experience. So in version 8.x, and probably you have seen my video already about that one, it's still in the archives here somewhere, you will probably recognize this little HPE VM tool that you can access when you connect it with PuTTY or another terminal client to your freshly installed HVM OS Ubuntu 24.04 operating system. And in there, you have that option install VME Manager, and then you got this screen where you have to enter all those that information like IP addresses, gateways, the name, username, password, and then also the link to that QCOW image that you had to upload on that host all by yourself. Well, that video, we don't need it anymore because HPE listened to the feedback from us, the users of VM Essentials, and they said, yeah, let's enhance that experience. And maybe you recognize these kind of installation procedures to install control planes of other hypervisors. Well, this is how it looks like now in version 9. So we get a Windows installer where we have those 3 steps. It's a little wizard. It will ask you for quite obvious information that you have to enter in that HPE VM tool, but now in a much sleeker way. And then it will do all that installation for you. You can follow the progress nicely. If it goes wrong now, at least it tells you what is going wrong, and you can then fix it and retry all things that you couldn't do in that 8.x version installer. And then also at the end, when Morpheus is loading, also that graphical experience at the end is a little bit nicer compared to the previous versions. Now, for those who know my videos, of course, I'm not gonna bother you too much with these kind of nice pictures, but of course, I'm gonna show it to you. So let's connect to my data center. So in my other video, I showed you where you can download all the binaries, all the software from VM Essentials and Morpheus, which is the HPE Software Center. Well, I did this now with the latest version, being version 9.0 at this time of recording. And so I have that first HVM install ISO image, which is actually the installation of that HVM OS with Ubuntu on each host. So now we're not going to use that one. We need for the manager that second ISO image. So the VM Essentials SW image, like I said, version 9.0. So when you're gonna open that ISO image, you're gonna mount it in your operating system, you will find the QCOW file, which is a source file of that manager that you will need to deploy on that HVM host. But now you will see as well that there is a directory called Morpheus Manager Installer. So it's now a Windows-driven application. In there is an executable that we're gonna launch. So that's now our guide. It will run a wizard that will ask you those questions, and then it will do that installation for you. So let's take a look at it. So actually, this is how it looks like. So you see the 3 steps. We're just gonna follow those steps from that wizard. So before you start, we need to be sure that you have SSH access to my HVM host on port 22. Well, I double checked that for you. Yes, we need HTTPS access to that HVM host, so be sure that port 443 is not blocked with some kind of a firewall at the end to verify that everything is running. We need to have sudo privileges on that host. Yep, that's okay as well. I need to have that QCOW image available. Well, I exported it as well. It's sitting on my desktop. And we need to know the network configuration details from my HVM OS, that Ubuntu host, which I just installed before for this demo. And then it will tell you it will take around 15 to 30 minutes. We don't need internet as such. So all the required files are available in here. We have a nice link, always good to know, the directory to the log files, and know that all the traffic is secure as well. And then you just hit that next button, which is sitting here just behind my shoulder. So on the second screen, you have to enter all the details about the host, which is running an HVM OS, where you will be deploying that manager VM. So I entered all my host details with the username and the password, and then to validate that everything is okay, you can hit that test connection button. And then it will tell you indeed that, hey, I found that host. There are some network interfaces in there, which you will see on one of the next screens. So you can verify that host identity, and then you hit that next button. At that moment, it will ask you the information for, at least to get started, the network information of that manager appliance. Very important here is that the information, of course, is correct, but also DNS, the name, is resolvable. So be sure that you put in the correct fixed IP address in here, and that with your DNS server that the name is resolvable. Otherwise, you might get some errors during the installation. That was the case with the 8.x deployment. Well, now you get a little bit more feedback, but you still can run into trouble. So be sure always DNS gotta be working. And then you hit back again the next button to the fourth screen. Well, here's then the host networking. Well, this depends a little bit of your networking. So on the server that I'm using to deploy the VM, well, I have 4 interfaces, and best practice, yep, I created a bond of 2 or more interfaces, because that bond 0 name needs to be consistent across all the hosts in the cluster. Also there, this comes from the best practices, nothing that changed there. Quite important one here as well about use compute VLAN. Well, this is as well if you want to have different subnets on those hosts, VLAN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your compute traffic. Well, at that moment, you might check that box in here. This was also an option in that text-based GUI in version 8. Also nothing changed there. When you're okay, at that moment you hit next, and then it will ask you for the VM configuration, the final ones, final information that you need to enter, like the host name, username and password, not from the host, but then from your manager VM. So let's enter that information quickly. On purpose, I use a different admin username in here as well, just to be sure that I'm not confused with then the admin account that I'm using on the HVM OS on that Ubuntu host. Then you can select here then that small, medium, of large size of the VM, which is just how many vCPUs and how many memory that you're going to give. And then now also here an important one, you don't have to upload that file anymore in the TMP directory with WinSCP and so on. Now you just browse to that file, that QCOW file of the VM Essentials Manager, and then it will upload it for you. Okay, so once this is done, well, we click final time, the next button here. Then you can review everything. For me, all the pre-file I checks are okay. And then what we're going to do here is here, back again behind my shoulder here, there's a button deploy. Let's hit that one, and then we have a time of for a cup of coffee. We're going to take a look at the installation of the deployment of the Morpheus Manager. So as you can see, it will start with uploading that QCOW image. It will do the installation for you. It will define the VM, run the VM, and do all the configuration for you. So let's wait just a little bit to finish the installation of the Morpheus Manager. So in the video, I accelerated just a little bit, but as you can see at the top, the counter says 11 minutes and 24 seconds, which is quite okay. And so it tells me now that my Morpheus instance is completely ready. What I can do yet now is I have to wait just a little bit for the health status here. It says not yet reachable, so that means that that VM is now rebooting, that it's powering on, that is getting ready. And so as soon as it says ready, you can connect to it at that moment. What you can do is here, you have then that URL that you configured during the installation, the configuration process that you just saw before. Well, you open up your web browser, you can copy that URL in here, and then you open up your web browser and you can finish the initial configuration of the VM Manager. So just wait for that health status to become okay, and then we continue with the configuration. So what you actually can do is always do a little test in the background. So if you open up your web browser, you go to that URL. Well, let's take a look. Well, apparently the IP address is already alive. And so indeed, it is telling me now that Morpheus is loading. So let's wait just a little bit. So let it finish. Depends on the performance of the underlying hardware as well. So my experience is that indeed this can take just a few minutes. But at the end, once that everything is configured under the hood, you will get your first Morpheus VM Essentials configuration screen. So let's wait for that one. If you get out of a sudden this message about a timeout waiting for Morpheus to load, well, don't worry too much about it. I think the message is quite clear. It cheats. It needs just a little bit more time to finish configuring in the backend all the services. So just hit that button, try again, get another cup of coffee, and wait just a little bit longer before then that page pops up. And so when all the services are configured of the Morpheus VM Essentials Manager, you will get the following screen. So from now on, the flow is exactly the same as in my previous video with version 8. So the initial installation is done, and we arrive at that initial single time setup of the appliance. So we're going to create a master tenant. I'm going to give it a name. I'll call it my company. Then we have my master user that I'm going to enter, my email address to reset the password, and then I'm gonna configure my initial password for that account. Then I click next. Then I'm gonna validate the appliance name. I'm gonna call it vmem in my case, and the URL is vmem.bitcoin.local. I want to enable monitoring. I want to enable the logging by default, but also I want to enable the backups. I'm talking about that in another video. I click on next, and the final one here is now the license. Well, if you purchase the license, then you can copy paste the text string in here. If you don't do that, well, at that moment, you will start here that 60-day trial license. And so this is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to click the complete setup button. And so now the appliance will be completely configured, and you come into that final screen where you have the operations dashboard. You will see there are no groups, no clouds, no clusters, no instances, just one user. System status is okay. And now I will tell you in other videos the next steps. So you will be starting with creating a group, a cloud, a cluster, add nodes, hosts, and so on and so on. So for that, I have another video available in my YouTube VM Essentials playlist. So feel free to go take a look there. For more information about VM Essentials, all the useful URLs, well, feel free to go to www.hpepedia.com. There you can find all the videos, my blog posts, all the URLs. Of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which means that all the videos that I'm still planning to make in the upcoming weeks and months, well, you will be notified as the first one. Hope this video was useful. Have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.